Ontario Premier Doug Ford on quite the rant about crime and justice. Hi, I'm Brian Lilley, political columnist with the Toronto Sun. Premier Doug Ford wasn't supposed to be talking about crime on Tuesday morning. He was making a transit announcement with Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow. But as we found out later, something was under his skin, something very personal. But first, Ford went on a rant about some recent busts. We saw the big drug bust in Peel, 500 kilos of cocaine. We saw a huge bust of 17, 18 people in an alleged criminal network to intimidate people around tow trucks and accidents and fraud. In both cases, huge numbers of people arrested, and yet they are just released, which is part of what set Ford off.
These weak-kneed judges, the biggest bust in Peel's history, guess where they are? They're back out on the street again. Bail, except one person. Do you believe that? They actually get released on the largest drug bust in Peel's history. 500 kilos of cocaine that could ultimately kill people, and judges slap on the wrist. Okay, little Johnny, you go out there and deal more drugs. Why don't you give them more drugs? It's crazy. The system is broken.
Now, the Premier says he will be all over Prime Minister Mark Carney on bail reform. Look, this is something that's been going on for a long time. Back in 2019, the Trudeau Liberals introduced bail reform that said that judges and justices of the peace needed to release people at the earliest opportunity under the least onerous conditions. Didn't matter what the crime was. That's what they were expected to do. That is in the criminal code. So even though provinces administer justice, that's the law that judges and justices of the peace have to follow. Well, there was a lot of complaints from premiers across the country that it's small reforms, but not enough, because there's only a small set of laws that if broken, you don't have those same bail conditions. So people are out on a rotating basis. Ford, though, he's not just upset about bail reform, which he says he wants. He's upset at the fact that a story of a man north of Toronto who shot as people were trying to steal his vehicle getting charged.
Did you hear about the guy that these thugs came up, ready to steal his car? They're all in their masks and everything. So I guess he was a hunter or something. He shot up in the air. I don't recommend that, by the way. But he gets charged. I got to find out this guy's name and number, and I'm going to hold a fundraiser for lawyer fees for him. He should get a medal for standing up. It's like down in the U.S., we should have the Castle Law.
And as if Ford hadn't said enough about the issue already, he jumped in with a very personal story of people trying to steal his car from his home in front of the police detail that sits outside of his home 24/7.
Now, I'm going to tell you a story. Probably get in trouble for this. Do you want to hear about stupid criminals? Have you ever seen that show about stupid criminals out there? So 4 thugs come racing down my street, masks on, ready to take the car out of the driveway. Surprise, surprise, at 12:30, the 2 police cars are there. The chase is on. So they chase him. One guy runs out, takes off. They capture him, and they catch these other guys. But just imagine all the unfortunate people that don't have security there at their house with masks on, and they had all the tools ready to break in and everything, and guess what's going to happen? They're going to be back out. Why don't you guys come over for a barbecue tonight? I'll take care of you better than the police, and thank God the police got you, and I never did. Anyways, that's my rant. I'm sick and tired of the weak justice system that we have. They have to get a backbone, and we need to start throwing these people in jail. This is turning into a lawless society. That's my rant, and that's it. So I'm going to wrap it up. Thank you. All I'm trying to do is protect the people of Ontario here. They know it, and deep down, they all agree, I know they do, about keeping criminals in jail.
I'm sure that Ford got a talking to from some on his team that weren't too happy about going off script quite that way. But let me say this, I'm betting that the way things are going right now, especially in the Greater Toronto area where car theft, carjackings, and all of that is through the roof and has been going up for years, that most people are on side with him. They are fed up. They want something done. And they're starting to realize, as the Premier does, that it doesn't matter how many times the cops arrest them. These folks are being released automatically on bail due to federal rules. It's time to fix the system. And that's not just coming up with a small band-aid solution. It needs fixed from the bottom up. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below, share this on social media, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.